What if I told you that your budget isn't just about numbers, bills, and savings goals, but about happiness? Today, we're diving into the powerful concept of budgeting for happiness, shifting your spending from material possessions to meaningful experiences. Because at the end of the day, happiness isn't found in a closet full of gadgets or a driveway full of cars. It's found in memories, connections, and moments that money can't replace. The science of happiness and money. Let's start with the science. Numerous studies in psychology and behavioral economics reveal a surprising truth. Buying things gives us a temporary dopamine rush, but the joy fades quickly. Experiences, on the other hand, like traveling, concerts, family dinners, or even learning something new, create lasting memories. Why? Because experiences become part of our identity. We share them, relive them, and they grow in value over time. Think about the last big purchase you made, maybe a new phone or pair of shoes. Now compare that to the last trip you took, the last celebration with friends, or the last class you took to learn something new. Which memory makes you smile more? That's the science of happiness at work. The hedonic treadmill. There's a concept called the hedonic treadmill. It describes how humans quickly adapt to new possessions. You buy the latest phone. Soon it feels ordinary. You upgrade your car. But within weeks, it feels just like any other ride. But experiences? They resist this adaptation. The story of your first skydiving jump, the time you cooked a fancy meal with your family, or the concert where you sang until you lost your voice, those memories don't fade into the background. They keep paying dividends of joy. Budgeting with intention. So how do we align our finances with this insight? It starts with intentional budgeting. Here's a simple framework. 1. Cover essentials: rent, groceries, utilities, and debt repayments. 2. Save for security. Build your emergency fund, retirement savings, and investments. 3. Allocate for joy. Here's the key. Set aside a portion of your budget specifically for experiences that enrich your life. For example, you could create a category called Experience Fund. Every month, dedicate money toward activities, big or small, that bring joy. This might be a weekend getaway, tickets to a show, or even hosting a dinner with friends. Experiences don't have to be expensive. Now, here's the best part. Experiences don't have to break the bank. Some of the most meaningful moments can cost very little or even nothing. Hiking in nature with friends. Movie night at home with homemade popcorn. Volunteering for a cause you care about. Exploring a new neighborhood in your city. Learning a new skill online. The key is presence, connection, and creating stories that matter. Remember, the value of an experience is not in the price tag, but in the memory it leaves behind. Social connections and happiness. Experiences are powerful because they often involve people. Spending money to strengthen relationships, whether through a shared trip, a simple meal together, or a family tradition, leads to deeper happiness than any solo purchase could. Psychologists call this relational wealth. It's the idea that our greatest source of joy isn't stuff. It's people. How to shift your mindset. Of course, this requires a shift in mindset. Many of us are conditioned to chase the next thing as proof of success. But here's how to rewire your financial habits. 1. Track your spending. Ask yourself, how much of my budget is going towards stuff versus experiences? 2. Set experience goals. Instead of saying, I'll save up for a new laptop, try, I'll save up for a weekend retreat with my partner. 3. Practice mindful spending. Before you buy something, pause and ask, will this bring me lasting joy or just a short-lived high? 4. Embrace minimalism. Fewer possessions often free up time, money, and energy for experiences that actually matter. The long-term benefits. Here's why budgeting for experiences is such a powerful financial strategy. You avoid lifestyle inflation, constantly upgrading things. You reduce clutter and consumer debt. You invest in happiness that compounds over time. You create a legacy of stories and memories that no one can take away. When you look back on your life, it won't be the shoes or gadgets you remember. It'll be the trips, the laughter, the moments of adventure and love. Real-life examples. Let's look at two people. Person A spends $1,000 on the latest phone. Impressive for a few weeks, but soon it feels ordinary. Person B uses that same $1,000 for a road trip with friends. They see new places, laugh over silly mistakes, and create inside jokes they'll share for years. Who got the better return on their money? Clearly, Person B. Budgeting for happiness is about maximizing your return on life. At the end of the day, money is a tool. And the question isn't just how much do you have, but how do you use it? When you budget for happiness, when you prioritize experiences over things, you're not just managing money. You're building a life filled with meaning, joy, and memories that last forever. So, the next time you sit down with your budget, ask yourself, am I spending to fill my shelves or to fill my soul? If this video helped shift your perspective, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more financial insights, and share this with someone who needs a reminder that happiness is worth budgeting for. Because money can't buy happiness, but it can buy experiences that make us truly happy.